First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, first and 10. A first carry now. This is Johnson. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Drop deep, drop deep. Under 10, 10. And middle.
On second down, Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Throwing on first down, Perkins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Right here, guys. Fight the 51. Mike 51. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing again. Perkins connects with Sanu right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Perkins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And an alley to run. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They'll run it with Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 24. Check 24.
2nd and 6. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On 3rd down, Perkins being chased out left. Well, the pressure gets to him again. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And taken right on the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. It's a punt return score of 70 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
Prater for the extra point. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positives. Silver lining,
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Perkins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
To throw again. Perkins escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Off play action. Perkins. He'll rifle this one deep right side and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Recon, 132 fighter. 40 got. 40 got.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, high 7.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. On the draw, this will be Freeman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Perkins. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Get him. No.
They run. Devontae Freeman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 24.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Perkins. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Check 26.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Perkins, flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. And they come up here now, first down. They begin the drive with Johnson. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
I'm coming after you.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
951. Every heavy one truck. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. I got one. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Shut up.
Off the play fake. Perkins eluding the pressure right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Back to throw. Perkins airing it out, looking for Ridley. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Stafford. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On the toss, here's Johnson. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Perkins. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Forced out to his left. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Perkins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
3rd and 14.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Perkins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Trey Flowers able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Agnew now to return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Here's Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 48-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now it's Stafford. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Tighten up, tighten up. Hey. Slam, shove. Check.
Off-play action. Perkins. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot. All right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, here's Agnew. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set! Get a 20!
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
And that would covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Set. 280.
I don't think you got it, son.
Hey, 54. Hey, Foxtrot.
58's the money. 58's the money.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
To throw on third down, Stafford. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Set. 260.
Mike 58 right there. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Watch the eye.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Steve six.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here's Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, express. Hey, Alpha.
Now Ryan. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Come on, boy. Hey, Delta.
To throw again is Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Ryan. Now he steps away. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go, D. Gun. 58.
51 to Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Again, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again. Ryan buying time to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
51, stop! Hey, wahoo! Get up!
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23.
Let's go, defense. 22.
Now Ryan on first down. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper there to make the grab. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now Johnson, and he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set. 180.
Mike, 45. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
180.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry! Hey.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Johnson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Ryan. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Ryan, he's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tracy Walker, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made 1 more play, could have had our shutout.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. The Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Set! 250!
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man. So